Imagine this. Someone insults you. It stings. But then imagine something worse. They look straight through you, as if you don't even exist. Strangely, most people say that feels even more painful. Why? Why can complete silence hurt more than hatred? Because being ignored isn't just emotionally painful. To your brain, it feels like a threat to survival. Long before cities, phones, or social media, humans survived in tribes. Being accepted meant protection. Being rejected often meant isolation. And isolation could mean death. Your brain never forgot that. Thousands of years later, a simple unanswered message can trigger the same ancient alarm system. That's why your heart races when someone leaves you on read. But that's only the beginning. Scientists have discovered that social rejection activates some of the same brain regions involved in physical pain. Think about that. Your brain struggles to distinguish between a broken bone and a broken connection. But then something even stranger happens. The less someone responds to you, the more your mind becomes obsessed with them. You replay conversations. You search for hidden meanings. You invent explanations that may never have existed. Not because you're weak, because your brain hates unfinished stories. Psychologists call this the need for closure. An unanswered question keeps consuming mental energy. Ignoring someone creates the perfect psychological trap. No explanation, no ending, no certainty. And uncertainty is often more painful than the truth itself. But this is where everything changes. In today's world, being ignored isn't accidental anymore. Algorithms decide who gets seen. Notifications decide who feels important. Followers become proof of existence. Entire industries compete for one thing: your attention, because attention has become the modern version of survival. And every time it's taken away, your ancient brain whispers the same terrifying message: maybe I don't matter. That single thought can quietly reshape confidence, relationships, and even identity. But that isn't the darkest part. Sometimes people intentionally ignore others, not to escape, not because they don't care, but because silence can become a weapon. Unlike anger, silence forces the victim to fight an invisible enemy. There's nothing to argue with, nothing to defend against, only endless guessing. And the imagination almost always creates a scarier story than reality. But here's the twist almost nobody talks about. The real pain isn't that someone ignored you. It's that their silence made you question your own worth. For a moment, you handed someone else the power to define your value. Yet your value was never hiding inside another person's attention. It only felt that way because your brain evolved in a world where being unseen meant being unsafe. Today, that's no longer true. The next time silence makes you feel invisible, remember this: being ignored doesn't erase your existence. It only reveals how desperately every human wants to be seen. And maybe the greatest freedom in life isn't making everyone notice you. It's learning that you were never invisible to yourself in the first place.